Welcome back to the stunning setting of Ascona-Locarno for the cross-country race. Well, before we get the racing underway, let's go straight to Roxane. She's on the start line with some of the riders.
Hi Marco, how are you?
I'm pretty good, thank you.
Ready for the cross-country?
Sure, I hope so. Course is really good, so I'm excited.
So you could have the time to train a little bit on the terrain or to check a little bit the terrain, yeah?
Yeah, yesterday we had like a 4-hour spot, so plenty of time to empty the battery and the course looks really good. So as I said, I'm looking forward to it.
Jérôme, on est au départ donc de la cross-country ici à Ascona-Locarno. Comment tu te sens?
Ça va, toujours un petit peu mal de la chute d'hier, du coup j'ai dû arrêter l'enduro ce matin. Et voilà, donc le parcours est sympa, on va voir ce que ça donne.
Ready for the cross-country?
Yeah, it was a super long and stressful day already, but we will all give our best, I think, and the course is fun, so yeah.
Let's take a look at the results of the men's race. It was Jérôme Gio of the E-Team Mavic La Roue Libre Moustache team who took the victory in 1 hour 5 minutes, 0.06 seconds. He was ahead of the star of the Olympic Games in 2012, Marco Fontana of Focus Scuderia Fontana, and Gustav Wildhaber of Cube Action Team took third place. In the women's cross-country, it was Natalie Schneider of emtbnews.de who took the win in 1 hour 21.09, ahead of the German rider Sophia Wiedenroth of Cube Action Team in second and Florina Glaus of Bergstrom Werkmannschaft in third place. Let's hear now from some of the riders after their performances in the cross-country.
Alors, ça a été aujourd'hui?
Ouais, c'était très beau parcours. C'est ce que j'attends un peu sur le XC VAE. Donc je me suis régalé et c'était une bonne course en début de course sur 2 tours avec Marco. C'était très dur de le lâcher vu qu'il y avait pas mal de portions à plat au-dessus de 25 km/h. Et donc j'ai réussi à le lâcher dans les portions techniques, c'est génial.
Et on va voir sur les prochaines étapes là?
Normalement oui, je dois faire toute la saison des WES. Et donc je serai là si tout se passe bien en Italie, parce que c'est juste après les championnats du monde. Donc l'Italie et l'Espagne.
Marco, you're looking pretty tired. How did it go?
I looked pretty tired because it went well. I'm pretty stoked on result. Like second is the second best, isn't it? Tough race, but hey, so fun. Like one of the best cross-country track and race I imagine I've done. So super cool.
And there's some pretty technical sections as well on the track.
One of for sure the most technical track I've ever raced, a cross-country track. So this is tip-top.
How did it go today?
Yes, really good. I started with the enduro race, and I won this, and I decided to step into the cross-country race and end up in a third place, and the track was just awesome. Like that's probably the best way to go for a real MTB race.
How much battery management do you have to do on a race track like this?
I think I have 20% less, but I ride the whole race in turbo mode, so it's tight, but it's enough. It's perfect. It's like I like this to use the motor.
How did it go today out there?
It's a super busy day, and I had to change the bike after the enduro and almost had a nervous breakdown. So I was racing the bike of my mom, different brakes, so very big challenge. But everything worked perfectly fine, and I almost ran out of battery. That was the last 2 laps. I had to shift on a little bit with the engine, but it's a good experience, and for sure e-racing is very exciting.
How was the course out here today?
Yeah, I said it before, I think it's the best cross-country track I have ever ridden on or ever raced on. It's super technical, also uphill, and a long travel bike was for sure the right choice, and that's how I like cross-country, and I would say e-racing makes cross-country great again.
Today was really exhausting, but also very nice. It's kind of my first time I experienced these trails here at Lago Maggiore, and it's so beautiful. Even it was so hard today because of 5 hours of enduro racing, and now I think 1:15 or 1.5 hour all out cross country. It was really tough, but yeah, it's really nice to ride here.
You weren't far back from Natalie at the end there. Like, did you think that you could potentially catch up with her?
Not in the last round, but I think it was the lap 4 or 5 I saw Natalie, and then I thought, oh, maybe it only takes one mistake and then maybe I can close the gap. But I think she rode very, very good, and then I couldn't come closer. But of course I never stopped thinking of it.
And you've raced quite a lot of cross country before. How does this circuit compare to other tracks you've raced?
It's so more technically in the uphills. I mean, with a normal bike, you aren't able to ride these climbs. You really need kind of a e-trial bike. I mean, here also with the e-bikes, no one was here with a hardtail bike because it's so technically. And actually, it took me quite long training to make these uphills, because usually you don't ride the trails uphill, and this is very difficult and new.
It was very hard, but a nice track.
Yeah, can you tell us a little bit about the course?
Yeah, it's much of single trails and short trails, and the uphill is very technical, but the downhill is very sick to ride.
Have you got a lot of experience racing cross country?
Yeah, I rode 10 years cross country and cyclocross, and now normally enduro, but I broke my arm weeks ago, so I decided to start at the cross country today and not by the enduro.
A stunning day of racing in the cross country. Let's go straight over for the victory ceremony.